afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Den Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what you can expect for the week ahead. And this is a timeless weekly reading, so whenever you're stumbling upon this, just know that this will run you from whatever day of the week it is now till next week, the same day of the week. If you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Or you could assign one to your work life, one to your love life, one to your self-development, however you want to do this. This is your reading. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. And remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you and your life and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, or those of you who chose this little alien guy here, this is going to be your reading. I'm sure I want to do this. Maybe like that? I think that's what we'll do. We can keep your little guy up there as we do the reading. Okay, what can you expect for the week ahead? Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and start right here with your chakra love message. You have the sacral chakra and carnelian. And it says here, letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. So some of you may be leaving behind a situation or a job or a relationship that is no longer serving your highest good, your highest potential. And for some of you, you really will have to be honest with yourself here with the flower card. It says be honest with yourself. The number 8 is in total here with the 17. So taking action in the direction of your truth. So if someone is no longer aligning with you, if a situation is no longer serving you, if a habit is no longer serving you, this is just an indication that it is really prime time this week to go ahead and let that baby go or replace that habit with something that's actually going to benefit you. You also have the Aqua Aura Quartz over here. It says healthy communication in relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear assertive communication can help you understand and be understood. So all of the relationships in your life, not just your love partner, but your children, your parents, your friends, your coworkers, everybody in your life. This is just calling for you this week to have a healthier form of communication, maybe having deeper conversations with people, more heart-to-heart discussions rather than those surface level, small talk kinds of discussions. So some of you may be not letting go of a person or a relationship, but letting go of old ways of communicating within that relationship and starting off on a better and a new foot. And here we have the wisdom card, another 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8 here. So really, you guys are taking action in new directions this week, laying a roadmap. I'm seeing kind of 3 of Wands energy. You use the 2 of Wands maybe the week before to kind of plan ahead and figure out what you're doing. And 3 of Wands, now you're taking action in the direction of what you're excited about. So with the wisdom card here, it says experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. So some of you may be actually getting downloads in your dreams or in your sleep that are really guiding you on these changes that you need to make. And also going back to that chakra love card with that sacral chakra, carnelian can really help. That's like a root and sacral chakra stone, kind of depending on color. It can kind of do double duty on those 2 chakras, but carrying carnelian with you in your pocket or sleeping with it in your hand or under your pillow, or just, if you're a lady, putting it in a bra or putting it in a pocket, something like that will really help keep you grounded, help you feel safe as you really make these changes you want to make in your life, because you also have the protection card here. So this is not just saying you need some crystal to help save you or protect you. You guys also have the protection and love of spirit that has your back. And we've got the number 24 here, which adds up to a 6. So that unconditional, universal love, that motherly energy. The energy of your guides this week is going to be like that motherly protection of a mother to a newborn child, because this bird here has this lady here in the nest, and This bird just wants to protect her, and that is like what your spirit guardians are doing. And they may even be helping you really work through some of your issues in your dreams. So if your dreams are really active or really intense or even scary, this is just letting you know you're working through some of your deepest, darkest rooted fears in the dream state, so you don't actually have to experience these things in real life, which is actually a huge gift, because who wants to have really scary things happen in life? It's much better to let them play out in the astral realm without us having to actually get involved in the third dimensional world. So then here we have the answers you need are coming with the full moon in Gemini. So some of you may be waiting to hear back on a new job, or waiting to hear from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. Maybe you reached out to them, haven't heard back yet, or just praying for inner guidance on what direction to take next. And you're going to be getting that the answers you're needing. They're going to be coming to you through your own intuition, through your own thoughts, through your own dreams, from your higher self, your guides, your angels. But those answers that you need are coming very soon, and because they're coming this week, I would say by the end of the week that you're watching this, so say you're watching this on a Monday, come the following Monday, by that day you will have some answer to something you were really praying about or seeking, and you're going to feel really good about that. And it's really going to help you feel protected and supported and like you really were honest with yourself. And then we have the Clean Your Space card here with a number 9. So 9s are all about completion. So some of you may have been really working through cleaning up some bad habits, working through some healing, some emotions that have come up in the recent past for you to work through and release. But some of you may actually be doing this week, the healing, but as within, so without. So when we start doing a lot of cleaning on the inside, we're going to start wanting to clean up our act on the outside as well. So maybe we are washing windows, washing the walls and the floors, and just really wanting to really do deep clean. Because with this, I mean, window washing isn't something most people do every day. So to me, this is more of a deep clean. And especially if you've been doing a lot of inner work, inner healing, it almost puts you in this kind of nesting phase that a new mother might experience, or an almost newborn mother. When they're almost due to have that baby, they go into like full-on nesting mode. Pairing these two together, what you're nesting for is the new opportunities that are coming in. So as you let go and release and heal from things that have been long buried, or long traumas, like things that have been traumatizing to you for years, weeks, months, or years, you are, as you release these and heal these things, you're going to want to clean up your space and do that nesting in your actual environment, because you are making room for that new baby or that new opportunity coming in. Although some of you may be expectant mothers that are actually nesting for that new child as well. All right, let's go ahead and get your love message. It didn't fit anywhere like pretty on the table, so I held it off till the last bit. So we'll just put it right here in the middle. So you have the Giving card, and I'm just going to read what it says because these little messages are so cute and so funny. So giving, I welcome the idea of give and take in my relationships, and I eagerly practice the give part. By giving freely, I discover just how fun giving really is. Giving my time, care, and attention to someone else actually gives me good feelings, which makes me want to give even more. Wait a sec, does this selflessness make me look selfish? Be honest. That's so cute. So yes, many of you with this letting go, you're letting go of the need to be right in relationships. So for my couples, you may be letting go of, past cycles where you always dug your heels in at a specific point, and maybe you shut down that communication, or maybe you yelled and overly communicated your point. But this week you're doing things differently. You're switching it up. You're letting go of what's not serving you. You're letting go of that past. And maybe you're giving that partner more one-on-one attention, just wanting to know how they feel, and just hearing them out with those heart-to-heart discussions, and not blaming, but really coming from that place where we all feel hurt on the inside, or misunderstood, or unheard. You're really bringing that up so that you guys can heal from that this week. That's beautiful. And if you already feel like things are great in your relationship, this is just maybe you have a spouse that has a birthday, or an anniversary, or something coming up where you just feel very giving. Or maybe you're just feeling in that giving mood where you want to give them your time, your attention, maybe a little gift, something like that. But for my singles, To me, this almost feels like you are really giving yourself that much needed attention, that much needed love, that much needed introspection, and that's going to really kick off something beautiful in your love life. But those of my singles who are already talking with someone, this could be you giving your time, attention, little gifts, cute little messages, giving of yourself in that way to whoever it is you're talking to. But those of my singles that don't have anyone on the radar, this is just you giving yourself everything you would want to give a spouse or a partner. Giving yourself that beautiful attention to really help you level up and heal from the past so that you can step into any new relationships on your horizon from a really healed and whole and complete state of being. So it's really beautiful. So I hope that resonated for you, group number 1. You will have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, group number 2, or those of you who selected this cool little tattooed up alien dude, this is your pile for the week ahead. Let's find out what you can expect. Wow, I'm already seeing such a dreamy vibe with you guys, and it's no joke because we've got lots of blue going on, lots of these really fluffy cotton candy colored pinks, lots of purple, very dreamlike, very higher chakra is really what I'm seeing. The crown, the third eye, the throat, going down even into the heart with all the pink. Wow, beautiful dreamy energy, and it's no wonder because you guys did select the labradorite, and isn't that a beautiful stone? I always love to have a good chunk of labradorite near me, which I have one right behind me here. Look at the flash on this bad boy. Hopefully we can get it without the light. Let me try up here. I love it so much. It might be a little hard to see up there, but oh, dreamy blue, love it. But basically, the word dream just keeps coming up because you have the dreams card. The third eye chakra, labradorite, dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. Beautiful message. So many of you may be, much like group 1, having a lot of beautiful dreams or precognitive dreams or even maybe some scary dreams. But these scary dreams, like I had said in group 1, you're really working out things in your subconscious mind that when you can work these out in the dream state, that means you can avoid having to go through those motions in your waking life. So that is such a gift. Even though, you know, we wake up from a bad dream or a scary dream and we're like, I never want to experience that again. I always say, better in the dream than in real life. So you guys may just be having a lot of precognitive dreams, just like very active dreams this week. And I can translate this also as dreams, like goals, desires, wishes that you have, dreams that are, you know, you're really working on or working toward. Because I think you guys may have been beating yourselves up a little bit lately about not accomplishing enough or not being enough or not really living up to your potential the way that you had hoped by, you know, this age I thought I'd be this place, but I'm actually way back here. And stop that, guys. Stop that. You are not on anyone's time but your own and divine time. That's what I just heard. You're on divine time, and you can't rush this dream that you have. You can't rush this because I'm seeing like a microwave. Like, okay, you can make a meal in a microwave these days, and it'll taste fine. No worries. But you can make that same meal using a stove and, you know, from scratch ingredients, and it just tastes so much better. So it feels more fulfilling. Like, I really put the work and the effort into this home cooked meal rather than, you know, ripping the cellophane off one of those old TV dinners and slapping it in the microwave and putting it up for 5 minutes and then, you know, choking my way through it. Some of those meals aren't so bad, but some of them aren't great either. But you guys are really, you know, you're the cooks in the kitchen with the homemade meal. That's how I see you guys have been. And it's like you beat yourselves up because you see other people just kind of around you really reaching those heights of success or what you would deem as success, and it looks effortless to you that they're doing these things, and it's very effortless, or like people are getting things handed to them, which, you know, can happen. But I think, you know, a lot of times we just don't see the behind the scenes of how much work certain people are putting into things, and we think, oh wow, they shot to fame out of nowhere. But we don't see the blood, sweat, and tears and the years of self-doubt and trudging through their own past to really overcome those obstacles, to really shoot themselves, that skyrocketing energy. But you guys are working through those things, and I think it's just a matter of time coming up that you guys are going to be having a skyrocket moment where you're just shooting up ahead, and then maybe other people will be like, wow, they just shot up out of nowhere. Why can't I have that? And you're like, no, but I've worked for so long through difficult times, and here I am, I made it. But pairing up dreams with Dream Journal, look at that. You're going to want to write these dreams down either in a notes app on your phone or by pen and paper or on your computer or something. You want to keep track of this because you're really getting a lot of amazing information about how you can take those next steps to really make your dreams a reality. And a dream journal is a great thing you can look back on years down the road and just see what you had dreamed about. But in the days and weeks ahead, those dreams are actually going to act as a bit of a roadmap for you on where to go next and what to do next. But we have the healing card here with the number 51, which adds up to a 6. Healing. Heal past wounds with forgiveness and awareness. By healing yourself, you can become a healing force to others. Physical healing can happen once your wounds have been confronted. Yes, if we're, I call it the backpack full of bricks, all those things we don't want to face, or the skeletons in our closet, and the past resentment and guilt and all of that, we pack that around in a backpack full of bricks. We pack it to work. We pack it into our friend relationships. We pack it into our significant other relationships, in relationships with children, and just everywhere we go, there it is. So the more we can confront these past traumas, these past wounds, and deal with them, we can then release a brick here, release a brick there, and the load gets a lot lighter, and you're more light on your feet, you're more happy. Things flow smoother than they do if you're weighed down by that backpack full of resentment. So you guys may be doing some healing. I think you've already been doing the healing. You've been on a whole healing journey. So it's just saying here, just keep going, keep on swimming. Dory from Finding Nemo, I just heard keep on swimming, and pairing that up with progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And I didn't even read that until now, and it all lines up with what I had said earlier about, seeing someone just skyrocket and then, wow, here I am, and, I've been working for years and nothing's happening. Again, the comparison game can really get us weighed down even more and feeling even worse about ourselves. So the only person I want you guys to compare yourselves to, if at all, this week is yourself. Compare yourself to your past self and give yourself some grace as you heal from being that past version of yourself and really moving into who it is you're becoming. It's really beautiful. But with this your commitment is being tested card. It's not going to be an easy week moving through that healing. This may be a time, it says here, are you sleeping? You may be really physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted this week. But that's not to say those of you who do feel very energized that you can't take action on things because you have the support of your guides and angels and that unconditioning loving energy with that number 6 there to be able to support you on whatever feels good for you to do this week. But many of you will be in that kind of hermit mode or just really wanting to be alone, diving into your studies, diving into your healing journey, meditation, just watching some Netflix or just sleeping, doing things that you just feel like you're just also self-care, taking care of yourself. That's how a lot of you are going to be feeling this week because we do have that darkness card. So many of you may even though you're having all these wild and crazy dreams, you may have some trouble actually falling asleep this week. But just know this is just energy that your guides, your angels, and the energy that's pouring into this planet, it's really running through you this week to be grounded into this third dimensional reality so you can help be one of these beacons of light or these lightning rods that really raises the consciousness on this planet from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness. And that's not an easy thing. That's like that chrysalis energy. There's a lot going on in there, and there's a lot of moving and shaking and then resting and then moving and shaking and resting. And I've had chills down my legs this whole time that we've been talking about this darkness card here. So you've got the number 4 here and the number 4 here. You may be seeing a lot of 44, 444, waking up in the early morning hours at 444. Just know these are just messages from the divine that you are very very supported in these times, and they are guiding you every step of the way. They are there with you. You can always ask for their help. They're always with you, but they don't always just intervene on your behalf. A lot of times we have to ask for their permission. So if you're feeling bogged down and weighed down and just overwhelmed, ask those guides and angels and even people in your life for help to really get you through. Then with this lioness card here, it says, you've earned all your stripes. And they're talking here about the stretch marks on her skin. You know, she's earned that. And that's what I'm seeing here, not actual stretch marks for you, although it can be. If that's you, rock those stretch marks. But what I'm really interpreting this as is the fact that you've earned the right to move ahead, to heal, to really go after those dreams that you have and accomplish what it is you want to do. You've earned the right. Not that you had to earn anything. You just deserve it just for being here on this earth and being who you are as a soul. You've earned it just by incarnating. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you're dreaming about going after, you've earned it. So don't feel like you have to prove yourself to anyone. I think many of us try to prove ourselves at least to ourselves. We don't even have to do that, but if you feel good being able to prove to yourself you can do something, then, more power to you doing that this week. That would be fine. But don't, remember progress, not perfection, not comparing yourselves to others, not trying to do something and strive through to be like, I'm going to show them. No, don't do it for them. They don't deserve your attention if that's the case. Do it for yourself. And right as I said that, more chills down my leg, my left leg especially. So some of you that have been going after a specific goal just to kind of stick it to someone else or to prove, see, I'm better than you thought I was, you're not doing it for yourself. So that might be a dream that is just not worth it to you, because in the long haul, once you kind of prove it to that person, it's like, now what? Now what? Do something that lights you up. Do something that makes you excited about life and happy this week, because you are the one you are with all the time. You are the one you cannot break up with in a relationship. You're the one you can't get away from. Even in your dreams, you can't get away from yourself. So the best bet would be to cultivate the most amazing relationship with yourself that you can. Do that healing. Really take these dreams and interpret them and really see how you can learn and grow from what you're going through. Don't compare yourselves to others. Your commitment is being tested this week, so have faith that anything that is meant for you will not be taken away or, given to someone else. Have faith that what is meant for you will remain in your life, even if it has to go away for a little while and you feel like, I've lost it. It's like that Christina Aguilera song, if it comes back, it's yours. That's how you know it's meant to be. So if you release something or someone and they come back and it's healthier and it's better, then you know that it was for you. Okay, so for my couples and singles in the love life this week, we're going to go ahead and start with my couples. First, actually, I'm going to read the card, and then we will get into couples and singles and what this means for you. So, sensuality. Embracing sensuality doesn't necessarily mean you're a middle-aged swinger. It simply means you're favoring one of the coolest aspects of being alive, sensory input. It's time to get decadent and reward yourself with gifts for the senses. You could drop a wad of cash on champagne and chocolate, or you could tune in and enjoy the incredible gifts around you. The taste of an orange, the sound of the forest, the texture of corduroy. I don't know your life. The point is, it's time to savor whatever senses can grab hold, even if that means you're being sensual. Gross. I love these cards. They're so cute and funny. But basically, for my couples, this just means I think a lot of you this week are really going to be self-focused, not selfish, but selflessly self-focused, because you're really working through some past-ish and really leveling up for the future, and you're about to emerge from that chrysalis. So you're doing a lot of work and then you're resting. You're doing a lot of work and then you're resting. And as far as your partnerships go, just make sure that you aren't completely disappearing from the relationship and going so within that you ignore everyone around you. Come back to your body by feeling the texture of things, eating a really good meal, and enjoying these things with a partner. Really having even heart-to-heart conversations with a partner, I see. There are a lot of similarities between Group 1 and 2, although I think Group 2 is taking Group 1 another step further, like maybe 10, 15 steps further than Group 1 this week. But there may be some additional messages for you guys in Group 1. For my singles, you guys, this is just saying you guys are just embracing that word sensuality. Maybe you're spending some money on yourself. Maybe you are going out with some friends and, treating yourself. And, if you're low on finances, just do what's in your means, of course. Don't overspend just because some lady on the internet told you that maybe I'm going to be spending money on myself this week. Do what feels right for you and your budget and your life. But just treating yourself to the present moment. Sensuality, you can't experience sensuality if you're not in the moment. That feeling of, the breath coming in and out of your lungs, that sensory feeling of that, feeling the texture of a table or a soft, silky nightgown or something like that. Like, you are in the moment. When you can feel something and really appreciate it, that means you're in the moment. So being in the moment may actually help some of my singles find someone they can be with. If you're not in the present moment, say your head's in the clouds and you're maybe in a coffee shop or something, and your soulmate walks by, you're not going to notice that soulmate because you're not very present right now. So, get in the present moment. You may notice a soulmate connection or someone you can flirt with or what have you. But that is mostly what I'm seeing for you guys this week. But you will have to let me know below what you thought and if it resonated. But thanks again, you guys, so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. And we're going to put that little guy right there. So what you can expect. Alright, so let's go ahead and start right here with your chakra love message. You have Sacral Chakra, Peach Moonstone. Fertility, let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. So many of you guys are getting creative this week, and it feels really good and supported. Some of you may actually be trying to have a baby or trying to conceive a baby this week, or having an actual baby this week, or you are pregnant and you're just really enjoying that pregnancy. However that resonates for you. But for most of you, I'm just reading this as really enjoying that creativity within you and just really planting those seeds of creation. This doesn't feel like a major completion of a project or anything. Unless you're just making a bunch of little projects, then you can absolutely be creating and finishing those all in one go. But many of you that are on like a long haul project, like writing a book or trying to create a business or something like that, you're just going to find little steps, little wins along the way that you're really excited. It's going to help you keep going. So then here we have clearing negativity with the Smoky Quartz card. Release negativity from within or around you. And this has been a theme with all 3 piles, just releasing what's not serving, getting rid of bad habits, bad juju, bad people, just the energy that's not serving you, getting rid of it this week, because you pair that up with adjustments are required. When you can make these, much needed adjustments to really raise your own vibration by clearing your own body, doing some chakra clearing meditations or energy clearing meditations where you're just purifying and revitalizing your own energy, that's when you can really get your head in the game with any kind of creative endeavor that you're going after this week. Or just feeling more creative as a person, just more, lighthearted and excited about life, because you guys really do have this willpower within you that is just unstoppable. You have the will card here with that number 4. You support your own dreams, your own wishes, your own desires, but you also have like this arsenal of spirit behind you, having your back, supporting you every step of the way as well. So especially if you're really struggling through some adjustments that you need to kind of make or tweak in a project or in a relationship or just throughout your week, just know your guides and angels are right there, one phone call away. As far as a phone call, I mean just saying, hey spirit, I need some help, either out loud or in your head, and they will be right there. Like, they're already there, but they'll be jumping into action for you right then. So then here with the lavender card, surround yourself with love. How beautiful. These friends here are hanging out. We got a little kitty cat napping, just enjoying the mood here. So some of you may be meeting up with friends, especially those of you who just haven't had much time for friends or have been in quarantine or just not able to really have a good social life. And this isn't them out at a bar, dancing to hoppin' music. This feels very relaxed and cozy and comfy. We got some coffee cups here, some popcorn, a teacup. They're just chilling. They're just having those deep conversations, really connecting with each other. And we even got some oracle cards out here. But some of you may even be just connecting with friends online, because that is a way a lot of people are connecting these days. And setting up a Zoom call with a girlfriend, or texting back and forth about your life and the projects you're working on. Because I think, pairing that up with fertility, many of you really are focused on some sort of creative project, and it really does help you when you can bounce ideas off of somebody just to feel really supported and creative with people. And it's funny because one of my friends that I'm actually doing this a lot with, she watches all these videos. Hello, Czar, how are you? If she picks this pile, that message was specifically like, I pictured you and me doing this. So you always wonder sometimes, are some of the message coming through? Are they specifically for me? That message was specifically for her, but for many of you others as well, for sure. We have the number 10 here, which is the end of one cycle and a new beginning as a result of closing out some of that past. So clearing out some negativity, especially those of you who are really wanting to hang out with friends and have a more bustling social life. You may have had some toxic friends in the past that you've had to cut off, or that really did you dirty or wrong in some way, and maybe you're still trying to open up to some new friends and you're like, well, how vulnerable can I be, or how much should I share, or what should I do in this case? Just know that a lot of these new friends that you're bringing in are of a higher vibration because you've changed as a person since you were friends with these other people, is really what I'm saying. Or in relationships with other people. This doesn't have to just be friends. This could be a parent, a child, a lover, however relationships fits for you in this scenario. But I'm really seeing a big group of you really focused on your friend circles, your networks at this point. But anything that had transpired badly in the past, you were a different person then, vibrating at a I'm saying lower vibration because there is a lot of energy coming into this planet to raise the consciousness from a third dimensional to a fifth dimensional consciousness. So even you are not that same old person you used to be. You've really leveled up. Even if it's hard for you to really be able to compare who you were then and who you are now, I think for many of you it's going to be blaringly obvious. Yeah, I'm a much more evolved person than I was back then. But you're attracting more evolved friends that have your back, friends that just really want to support you and see you shine, and they're shining right along with you. There's no jealousy here. This feels very sisterhood, very soul family, very supportive energy. Then with the prosperity card here, the number 35, that adds up to an 8. You're taking action to create more beautiful abundance and prosperity in your life. We have the yin yang symbol here. We also have a dragon, and now I'm getting chills. So I think for somebody, that dragon especially is going to be very key, a very key message for you. So maybe look up what a dragon means. But I'm really being called to say in this instance, it means taking your power back and using that power to bring abundance and prosperity into your life, because we also have some dollar bills, y'all. There's some money to be made here. And I don't think this money is just raking in this week, but I think you're really setting a stage or a foundation with that 4 there. You're setting the tone for whatever creative projects you're working on. You're setting a really stable, and I'm getting major crown chingles. Yeah, tingles and chills. They're called chingles now on my channel, apparently. But you're setting such a beautiful foundation for this supportive network of people that are going to be helping you. You're helping them. Everyone's benefiting. But those of you who like to more work on your own and maybe just kind of bounce ideas off of friends, that's still really helping you prosper. It's beautiful. And you're taking action on things, especially if you felt really stagnant or creatively blocked in some way lately. Girl, guy, this week that is changing for you. You're really going to feel supported and just guided by the divine to really step into your own power with that dragon and take life by the reins. And a self-care message for you guys, or just something you can do to really enhance this power that you're bringing back to yourself, is to make an altar. You add this 16 up, it becomes a 7. This is a very beautiful spiritual practice you can do to, you put your crystals there, anything that means anything to you, pictures of ancestors or loved ones that have crossed, or deities that you really admire. You can make your altar anything you want. It doesn't have to be witchy. It doesn't have to be whatever. Your altar could just be, anything you want. It can be books, it can be candles, it can be crystals, it can be pictures, whatever you want. Make it your own, but just have a little space, maybe the top of a table or, a shelf on a bookcase, where you have your own little altar where you can sit in front of it or stand in front of it and just feel the power coming back to you. It's very dragon power. I don't know if altars and dragons are in any way connected, but in this reading, they really are. It's beautiful energy though. So meditating in front of your altar or near your altar will really help you tap back into that sacral chakra, that creativity center of your body. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, so for your love message, I'm going to read it and then we'll break it down for my couples and my singles. So it says here, depth. As new people show up in my life, I look for all the weird, wonderful, complex layers below their surface. Yes, look at that with the friends. They're not just surface, like, what's the weather like? They are diving deep and really getting in tune with who they are on a soul level. Beautiful. I can't be surprised by someone's depth of character unless I'm willing to peel back the outer layers and go a little deeper. It's like the brand new saying goes, don't judge an onion by its haircut. These cards are so cute. I just love this. So those of you in relationships, for my couples, you guys are just going deeper. Maybe you've kind of gone through the motions in the relationship because you've been, a little low or a little just in that chrysalis phase, which is kind of a theme lately on my readings, but especially in these 3 piles here, that chrysalis phase where you're going within and really doing that healing and inner work. And maybe this week you're kind of coming out of that shell a little bit, meeting with friends, meeting with your significant other on a deeper level. This isn't just surface, like, oh, you'll pick the kids up at this time, okay, I'll pick up dinner, we'll do this, we'll do that, No, you guys are having the deeper conversations. You're really connecting. That's the word. Connecting this week, my couples. For my singles, there may be, because it says here, new people showing up in your life this week, my beautiful singles. You may have someone come on your radar this week and you're having those heart-to-heart conversations. You're really just diving in. But even if there's someone on your radar that's not a new person this week, maybe you're taking it to a new level with this person, having those deeper conversations. But those of you who don't have anyone on the radar, that could just be saying, my beautiful singles, that you may have somebody coming in this week, or just something like a spark that kind of ignites in you that's like, I think I'm ready to put myself back out there. I think I can do it. And, you're even maybe going in the depths of your own self, your own psyche, because really all of our relationships are a mirror of our inner selves, but especially our love or romantic relationships. That is like the ultimate mirror of who or how we're feeling on the inside. So when we feel mistreated by a spouse or a lover or a boyfriend or girlfriend, that's because we're feeling unheard and unhealed and, mistreated within our own selves. Like we're mistreating ourselves. It's a reflection thing. Okay, so I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys this week, but you will have to let me know below what you thought about the reading and if it resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your beautiful likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.